Imagine having a cut on your foot that required medical attention with no facility within miles. By the time you received the care you need, the infection left you seriously ill and debilitated. This is what happened to me. William Gladimore Leake, or as my friends call me, Glotty. The year was 1908. The infection spread throughout my body and eventually took my life. Before my untimely passing, I wanted to spare others the suffering I had endured and donated the majority of my estate to fund the building of a local hospital that would serve our community. This was the beginning of Rockingham Memorial Hospital and now Centera RMH Medical Center. The legacy of giving to relieve human suffering is strong in our community. In the years since, many others have given to help ensure our community's health is better tomorrow than it is today. While healthcare has changed a lot in the past century, one thing is not. You want world-class healthcare close to home. Let's journey now to see how other donors to the RMH Foundation have provided excellent healthcare right here.
Philanthropy at SRMH has truly been transformational over the last decade. The dollars that have been given openly by the community to the tune of $15 million are represented in the building in which we're utilizing today. Building structures that are designed and in tune with the way medicine is provided and bring those services to the community that we would have never been able to do had we not received those dollars.
On March 28th of 2019, I was playing golf at Spotswood Country Club. I started feeling bad and I had a heart attack. Thanks to the quick action by my playing partners, the rescue squad got there within 5 minutes or less. En route to the emergency room, I went into cardiac arrest and they did CPR and brought me back. When I got to RMH, I went through the emergency room fairly quickly, and they took me to the cath lab where I went into cardiac arrest again. And I woke up at 3 a.m. the next morning in a critical care unit without this emergency room here in this community. I probably wouldn't be here today. And so I am thankful for it, and I think this community is blessed to have this hospital and this emergency room here to give us care.
We certainly have some great examples of how philanthropy has affected our ability to expand services to the community. First being cardiology. TAVR is one of the new services that we offer here in the hospital, and in order to provide that procedure, we use what's called a hybrid OR.
TAVR, or transcatheter aortic valve replacement, is the procedure where an artificial aortic valve is mounted on a metal stent and it's placed inside the beating heart, and we do this procedure